What's up, Fight fans? Welcome to the Zapata Brand Podcast, brought to you by Ringside. Go to ringside.com/podcast, and you too can get upwards of 40% off selected brands. Well, October 26th, returning to Berwick High School will be amateur boxing, and my guest right now, Leo Talenko, the head coach of the Rocky Boxing Gym, joins us to go over the card in depth and talk about the fights that are coming up. Actually, Leo, this is your 16th one.
Yes.
Coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Wow, less than 20 some days.
Yeah. That's exciting. A lot of new kids.
Yeah, a lot that started. Some that started. If you want to get that a little bit closer to.
All right.
We got that. Yep. Okay, so obviously this is one of the ones that you're putting together. A lot of new kids on this show. We haven't had a main staple in the last few fights, only because you have people graduating through high school, coming up through the amateur system.
Yep, college, getting jobs.
They're all going away. They're all going away. Let's talk about this show a little bit and how it came together, because the last couple times you've had the shows, there was a time where there was rematches and some controversy, and we were going elsewhere to fight. But now we're back home here in Berwick, and what are you expecting this show to do? Well,
like we said, we have a lot of new fighters. We have some that's been in the gym with us for a while that had developmentals and a couple bouts here and there. Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the focus is to help the kids. That's what the focus is. So, you know, normally we have our show in November. I had to pick late October this year because, you know, just work schedules and how things are going. And, you know, if anybody thinks that they could just throw a show together, well, then good luck, because it's a lot.
Well, we've always had some of the stuff, like people dropping out and coming back together and not doing what they're supposed to do.
As for rematches, we tried to get a couple of our fighters that we have one rematch, which is Dimitri. Because he did the developmental with the same kid, Diego. So
that was a good fight. That was a good fight. And for a developmental fight, that showed a lot of they both have a lot of skill. They both have a lot of
and
skill.
Heavy,
big. Well, the one kid, I thought the one kid that he fought, Diego, was a shorter, compact kid, but he's still a good fighter. Good. These two are both good fighters. Coming up, their first real fight here was a developmental bout. Now they're turning into being a real fight. What has he been in the gym lately, and what's his situation, and where's his weight at?
So he's at actually I just weighed him. He was at 245. He lost a couple weeks. He's in the gym every day.
Right.
So when he's not Monday, Wednesday, Friday is when we do our training. Tuesday, Thursday, they're supposed to come in and do their own work. He's on the treadmill every Tuesday, Thursday. He's down, like I said, right now about 242, 245, somewhere in there. He was 260.
He was about 260. I remember him when he was there.
Yep.
I remember when he was there at 260, and I was like, wow, this kid's a big kid. But only how old is he now? He's not even 15 years old. And I think, honestly, I thought football would be his best bet.
I did too. And I've tried to talk to him about that.
But going to Votech, I think, is very big for him.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Votech, Dimitri's going there. He's going to do well there. He's a kid. He's a hands-on kid. He knows.
Yeah, he was just telling me tonight when I left the gym that he's going into his shop class next is carpentry. He's real excited about doing that. So he's that hands-on kind of person.
Oh, yeah. And I noticed that from the get-go with him. He was very, very hands-on, very technically savvy with stuff. He could put stuff together pretty quickly, and that's why I think he's caught on as well as he has. He's a good athlete, big kid, good athlete,
big kid.
So let's go to the next bout.
Okay, so we have
run down the card first as to the fighters that we have that are fighting.
So these will be all our kids. At 122 pounds, Aubrey Scavone. She'll be fighting Angelina Nails.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And
it's a hell of a boxing name.
Don't know much about Angelina, but I can tell you Aubrey is training extremely hard.
I think because of what happened.
Yeah.
I think what happened last time, she felt that she got the short end of the stick.
Yep.
And I think she wants to
really. She's been working on a lot of her inside moves and staying tight. And Rich has been working with her a lot. They actually even come in on the off days with Rich and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do that. I'm just too busy for work. Thank God Rich is there.
Yeah. Rich is definitely a big help there.
And then we have Jenny Boberick fighting Christy Bonacci. That's a 148-pound fight.
Mhm.
Jenny's working on cutting some weight right now, training extremely hard.
That's the one thing you
gotta
can't
realize.
you can't say that the fighters at the gym don't train.
They
It's
train.
the one thing that we've always known,
Yep.
and the one thing we've heard from different coaches
Yep.
is that the kids are in great shape. So that's a testament to you guys over there.
Yeah. Well, and I remember seeing Christy fight, and the win that she had, her record is I think 1-1 or 1-0. And the win that she had, we were at what's Coach Ricky's gym?
Cameron Street.
Yes, Cameron Street is where we were fighting, and her opponent actually dislocated her shoulder within the first like 30-40 seconds of the fight, and that was her win. After that, she got pregnant, had a child, and now she's back into training.
Okay.
And this should be a good matchup for Jenny and Christy. I think Christy is actually training with Sean McFadden.
Okay.
Yep. So
Is she from the area, Scranton?
I think so. I think she is from the area. Her husband is Kurt's I say Scooby, but it's Scobie.
Okay.
He's a professional fighter. He's 14,
Right.
14-1.
Okay.
He's a good
From Scranton? He's from or no?
Not originally. I think originally he's from California.
Okay.
Yep. But real nice guy. He's going to be at the event. He said he'll be there. Anybody wants to get pictures with him or anything like that. That's he's a legit fighter. Next we have David Jackson. David's last fight, that's 112 pounds. He's 112 pounds. His last fight, he was sick.
Well, it's an interesting one that I thought, and I'll tell you, I'll give you my explanation here in a minute. I thought and I never knock referees. I will never knock the referee, whatever, or judges. But I think the fight was stopped too soon.
Yeah.
Only because he had a bunch of 8 counts they were fighting. They were just scrapping. That's all they were doing was scrapping. And I think that puts a bad taste in David's mouth, and to have him get back to the gym and just train harder. But that one was a little bit one I thought David had the high potential in that he had a big upside.
Yeah.
For coming back to a fight.
He's a hard worker, man.
Hard worker.
And that didn't bother him.
Yeah,
that loss did not bother him. He was in the gym the next day.
Yeah, he still has a smile on his face.
Yep. And he's there training. He's ready, And we talked about Dimitri, 240-pound fighting Dimitri Pearson fighting Diego Turan, I think his last name is. And that's going to be a rematch, and that's going to be a great fight.
That fight's one I'm looking forward to.
I want Dimitri to hit me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he is a powerful guy, and Diego too. They went at it. It was a war in the ring. So it'll be a great show. That fight will be great.
And that is what, 240?
240.
240.
Yeah. Then we have at 150 pounds, we have Vanessa Zola versus Ivanka. I'm going to butcher this last name.
Chirangowski.
Chirangowski.
Wow.
Something like that.
There's a lot of letters in that.
Yes. And I know nothing about Ivanka, but I do know Vanessa's taking it serious, and she's been in the gym, training hard, off days with her dad, and she's doing well. So I think that'll be a good fight. She did have a developmental bout. Remember, it got all screwed up.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, it was
little action on the outside.
And then we have Destin Carnes, 205 versus Noel Claiborne.
How about Noel?
All right,
Noel.
we'll do Noel.
Noel is kind of.
I know, like Christmas.
Yeah, that's Noel. It's kind of a girl name. Don't want that. And then again, Destin. I don't know what's going on here.
I can't wait to see this kid fight.
Now, here's the thing with Destin.
He lost 100 pounds.
The thing with Destin that gets me is he's in a weird spot. He's too small to be a super heavyweight, and he's too big to get down.
Yeah,
that's the toughest. He's in a bad spot there. Well, in a tough spot, not a bad spot.
Yeah.
There's a tough spot for that because you kind of want it. He moves his head great.
Oh,
tough kid.
Phenomenal.
Comes to fight. Never out of shape, always in the gym.
Always.
So you want to see this kid get a fair fight.
He's in the gym till 7:00.
But you want to see him get a fair fight here, and he's that tweener that's the one. If he could get on a great strict diet, I think he can move down to where's he at now?
He's
205.
He's around 200. He's not 205.
Okay, so maybe he can get down to the 90, 85 mark. 85, he'd be big for 85.
Oh.
And
he's very powerful.
Powerful, but he's also got the thing with Destin that I noticed, he's got good head movement. Good head movement.
Wonderful head movement.
And he don't get hit too often.
Yep.
So
no. And he
hangs in there.
He's
he
just
hangs
a
in there.
Strong, tough.
He hangs in. I saw him boxing Darius, and he hung in there.
Yep.
That's all you can ask.
Yep. And then last we have Joshua Snyder, JJ, fighting Raymond Lindsay. Well, I'm going to tell you, Joshua, JJ is what they call him. This kid is ready.
Okay.
I mean, he looks great. He spars with Destin. He was sparring with another heavyweight in our gym. And the kid has improved. He's done a 360. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And his attitude is he's very humble.
Mm-hmm.
He's very humble in the gym. He listens to everything that me and Coach Rich tell him, and he follows through with it. And that's gonna be a great fight. That fight right there.
Well, here's what I'll get.
And that's at 200 pounds also. 205.
Is he gonna be at 205?
Yeah. He's JJ's lost 20 pounds to get to that weight.
Okay, I thought it was at 190.
Yeah. No,
205.
Yeah, 205.
Okay.
So.
The one thing I'll say about JJ, I remember about, I'd say a good half a year ago, maybe 7 months, I was out here and he'd stopped me with me and my wife were walking. He'd stopped me and he was training a little bit. He was jogging and what have you. He said, my goal is to have one fight before the end of the year. And I said, just go to the gym, just go. What do you have to lose at this point?
Yeah.
And at the time, JJ, if you want to be fair and have an honest discussion, JJ's reputation hadn't been the greatest for a while. He'd made a left turn. That is why I think it's very important. Number one, why Rocky Boxing is still is there. It turned him from going down a path that, and there's no mistake, there was some very serious things that happened. Total 360 back the other way, and really getting his stuff back together. With that, coupled with him staying at the gym and completing a goal that he said to me months ago.
Well, he's the one that told me. You told him to come there.
Him completing a goal, that's going to be a big thing for him. And what do you see with JJ as far as his attitude change from, let's go back to, a few years ago. What do you see with him?
Oh, I'm telling you, the kid is not that kid no more.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a child on the way. He's working.
Does he really?
Yes, he's working. And I think she's due in December. And he works. His work ethic is great. He's not that kid no more.
I always liked JJ.
That I can
tell. I always liked JJ. I always liked JJ. JJ was always a good kid.
I compliment him. I tell him that I'm proud of how he's doing and stuff like that. And, you tell some of these kids that you're proud of what they did or proud of them. Mm-hmm. It's like some of them's never
heard it before.
Never.
And I do believe JJ came from a loving family. He did. I know that.
Yes.
But I think a lot of it is they don't believe in themselves. And also when you get around the wrong crowd, I've noticed it around, there's some kids that kind of circulate around that they're not the best. Some of them are not the best. And if you tend to stay with them, if you hang around with 4 losers, you're going to be number 5.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So let's hope this is going to be a case study for somebody.
I'm excited.
Well, it's a case study for the gym itself.
Yeah.
So this will be the study that we find what Rocky Boxing really is about. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Because here we are, 16 you started?
Yep.
So it's almost approaching 10 years.
I know.
And it's unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable that it started that time. Yeah. And then now we're here almost 10 years later. And
look at all the fighters.
All the fighters who come through the door
that didn't know how to fight.
Didn't know how to do anything.
No, they were football players, baseball players. Didn't play any sport.
Right.
It's amazing.
And the crowds that you get there, all in support of the people there. What have you seen in the biggest change as far as the people coming through the door has been?
People coming through the door, it varies a lot. Sometimes you don't have that big name person like Pecorelli, Sophia, Coco. But we have to develop the younger kids to become those top athletes. Like I could see Dimitri, JJ, Destin, and David, Golden Gloves. There's no question. And actually, after this fight, they're going to fight in Williamsport in November at that Upton
Yeah.
boxing.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So I'm hoping everything goes well, but their turnaround, you know, some of the stuff that they say to you, like they don't talk to their parents.
Yeah.
You know, like they hold back on things that they don't know who to talk to. That's what's good about the gym. You can talk to me, Rich, you. It don't matter, Danny. We're there to listen. We're there to help you. We'll help you find a job. We'll help you, whatever. You got trouble in school, we help you with that. You know, we have a lot of people that'll fall in place to help. As for the attendance at the events, it varies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It varies. Hopefully, we have good attendance. But you know what? I'm having it anyway because these kids need that. They're not in there working out for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They need that.
And you've had a lot of support through the town. And do you have a list of the sponsors?
I do.
All right, let's get through them. Let's get through them too, because they've really come through every event. Every event.
Yep. So we always so our sponsors for this show at the moment is Jerry Connor Construction, Stifel Insurance, which is a friend of mine. He actually his name's Chad Lejeski. He actually coached Tori in what is that, AAU basketball, you know, before she went to play in college. American Paper and Supply, Walker's Jewelers, Mel's Bar, Jimmy B Electrical, Travis Petty, and Donnie Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think everyone's been on there since you've started.
Yeah.
Stifel
Insurance.
I've never seen. Where's that at?
It's in Plains.
Oh, Plains.
Yeah.
How the hell you know him?
Because he coached Tori.
Oh, all the way up there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He coached Tori for 4 years on that AAU basketball. So.
Holy shit! Well, you got
great guy.
You got guys that are supporting the program.
Actually, some of these guys call me. Don't forget. Make sure next event you get in touch with me. I'm donating.
See, that's hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the hardest part is getting the sponsors to actually put the show together, because they don't know the costs involved. They don't know the headaches involved, the times that people are pulling out left and right.
The show for us to have the show is around $9,000.
9,000
before the first punch.
So realistically, it's got to be. You have to have it. You want to have the gate be gravy.
Yep.
Hard to do.
It's hard. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes it's half. You know, you got to buy trophies. You got to pay. Actually, I forgot John Guerrero on there. He's our doctor at every event.
Big John.
Yep. You know, but you pay. And Jim Megan.
Jim Megan.
Jimmy's
my buddy.
EMT. He's there with John. And, you know.
I've been at the hospital the last, I think, about 4 times in the last month between the kids and everything else. He's always there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I know.
Rolling people in. And he said, "Hey, George, what are you doing here again?" Yeah,
but they, you know, the sponsors are what help us make the show. And we are very grateful for that. And when we raise it, money, then we put the money into the gym. We get their uniforms. We give kids shoes, whatever. You know, we have to help support them one way or another.
We have to keep it rolling, is what you say. Well, right now, do you have an account number membership for the fighters itself? Like, how many fighters you actually have that with the membership there?
Oh, so the boxers, there's probably 20 to 25. Yeah.
Okay. And here's a question I get asked a lot.
Yep.
What is the price range? What do you get for it? Because I have no idea.
Okay, so if you're under 18, it's $40 a month. You get training the 3 days with us upstairs. If you want to box, if you don't want to box, you still do the training. We still do mitts with you. We still do that. You know, some kids don't want to box; they just want to be in shape. Mm-hmm. And you get full access to the gym. That's your monthly membership. Mm-hmm. If you're over 18, it's $80. Same deal. Mm-hmm. You know, train with us and full access to the gym, and the gym is 24/7. So they, you know, like Jenny's nurse, she's working second shift, third shift, whatever, and she comes in on her off day, comes in afterwards at night.
Right.
You know,
right.
So
it's less than a pizza a week.
Yes.
Less than a pizza a week. Think about it.
Well,
if there's
4
people,
weeks, it's $10.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's less than a pizza that you can get. Because some people say, I don't have the money, I can't do this. And it's healthier for you to work out than it is to have
Then they
pizza.
eat the pizza.
Yeah, with inflation and everything, you got to expect that to be, you know.
Yep.
That's just what it is.
That's how we've been from day one. That was our price. We've never changed.
Okay. And you offer special classes that come along with that.
Oh yeah, well I have adult classes,
right?
And I teach them at 5:30 in the morning on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and that class is really good. You know, it's a very high intense class, a HIIT class. You do some boxing, a lot of body strength, and some dumbbell work.
Okay.
Yep. So they love that.
And I'd be remiss to ask you about this. I know you're in the USA Boxing. You're one of the people on the committee there. What the hell's going on with boxing? USA Boxing.
It's a mess.
And normally I don't say too much because but listen, they're taking it out of the Olympics. I think they're short officials.
They are I get emails every week. If you know anybody, please send them.
They're short officials. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not saying they're run. There should always be one person in charge who has the ship right. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can't have, because I was to a couple that were just chaotic.
They are.
You know, we know the last one that we're by west of here.
Yeah.
And you have to, and again, I'm not knocking anybody. No one's ever asked me.
And they need help.
They need help. But no one's ever asked me what the solution would be. Right. And I would gladly offer my solution. The problem is, I believe, there are people that are ingrained there that aren't going to let things change. Things have to change. This is from the top to the bottom. They have to kind of straighten out. We all have to work together. I've seen there's a lot of this going on with everybody.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not good for the kids. It's not good for the programs. It's not good for what we have that we've developed here. And boxing's been around for how many years in the Olympics? And now that they're eliminating it, I don't feel that. And I've always said it. I always felt that Northeast PA is slighted, as is Central PA. I think they gear towards Pittsburgh and they gear towards Philadelphia. I've said that on record. So I've never backed down from that.
And I understand those points.
But why? No. Wait, you say you understand it.
I
explain to me why. Because if you can tell me,
no, it's not. I don't mean it that they should be favored. What I mean is, I know there's more of a mass.
Okay, I get that point. Okay. But at the end of this whole thing, when you run the books, if you're in a negative or a positive, you cannot tell me that the shows that are run in Central PA and the shows that run here and the shows that Doug Long's run for years sold out all the time. There's no shows down in Philly or Pittsburgh are doing that kind of numbers. No. I know that. So why are we gearing towards it? And again, I'm going to get a lot of heat about it. They're going to kill me. But there has got to be a fixture. And again, no one's ever asked me what the solution is. Right. No one's ever asked me.
Yep.
I've said plan after plan after plan together. We have technology that's working now that can work. You should stream all your events. You should have the access that they can get to these fights. There should be some sort of penalty if you're pulling out at fights last minute. That's the biggest thing. You have these promoters and like yourself putting thousands of dollars up. And last minute, you get a phone call, the guy doesn't want to fight. Yeah. Either you fight or you don't.
And that might be your main event where everybody's coming to see.
Exactly.
Now, what do I do? I got to give back the money to the people.
Well, no, I could tell you what you do. You pay them.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I happened to me. Yep. That's one of the reasons why I got out of it. Mm-hmm. I got stuck the night before, $800. I had to pay the guy. And you're talking about 1999.
It's never changed since then.
And that's what I mean. You got to have something in system. Now I get it. You can't get into a contract with a kid under the age of 18.
Right.
That's fine. But you get a contract with the coach.
Well, like you said, put $20 down for the coach and the fighter to come. If the fighter backs out, okay, it's only $20 each. That's $40. That money goes to the promoter or goes to the kid that was supposed to fight that guy.
Oh, the perfect. That would be even better.
That's I've always been behind that.
And not only that,
what I get is the feedback, and I'm going to get hammered on this too, but the feedback is they can't afford it. I said, listen,
they all got iPhones.
I said they can afford it. They smoke cigarettes. They go to the bar. You know, right.
Mhm.
They got iPhones. Okay. That's how it is.
Yeah, no, I know. And again, we're not trying to knock it. We're not trying to say anything.
No.
But something has to be done. You have to go. You have to be
You gotta
open-minded
have
about
order,
it.
like you said earlier.
You got to have order. I mean, there was something that was brought up about having fights at a certain time.
It's not just one fight that backs out.
Well, because you have the coaches.
The week
That's
of
why
the
you hold.
fight,
That's why you hold the coaches accountable.
Kenny's pulling his hair out half the time.
What hair?
Well, the little he is there.
Okay. Anyway, but still, where is there anything? If anybody can help to put stuff together, you know, if it's just about money, you cannot tell me that you can't tell me that the fights that are here in Scranton, in Central PA, don't make more than the ones in Philly. Then there might be more fights in Philly. There's no way. There's no way they make more.
They have smoker shows in their gym.
Right, which is.
But I mean, you're 100% right. What do you think? 100 people?
100, max.
Right.
That's max.
Right.
It's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. There's no refreshments.
We've been to some of them.
Right. And again, I'm not saying these guys. You know, I think Rock Ministries has a big show.
They do.
They have a big show, and that's a good show.
Yep.
But at the end of this whole thing, we're trying to gear this towards making it profitable so that boxing can stay here. I mean, you can, I mean, what's going to happen when Jamil leaves?
I know. Jamil's great.
Jamil is the glue that holds that thing together.
Yep.
So I mean, there's a lot there, and even Wayne.
Tamika.
Tamika does too.
Yep.
Tamika does too. Those
Wayne also.
Wayne, those are great. I get it. There's a lot of new people coming on. I get it. I am 100% for that they need people.
The biggest problem is the officials. The officials are extremely hard because a lot of the older officials are now moving up. They went up
to the pros.
Yeah, they're in the pros now.
Yeah, it's a tough gig where we're at now. It really puts everything in perspective as to what we're really doing.
Hey, you collect $20 off the fighter and the coach. If they show up, they give them the money back.
Maybe it's the money. If they come back, maybe it's the money plus $5.
Whatever.
So, but I'm saying so if the coach has,
so it's worth it.
So if the coach has, think about it. The coach has 5 fighters on the show. He's coming back
$25.
$25 for each one.
Yeah,
they should be that one. So the coach ultimately should be held accountable. I don't think we've ever backed out of a fight that we said we'd be there. And if we didn't, we would show up at least say, "Hey, we're here."
Right.
You know, the guy was hurt or whatever. We've never done that.
Showed up when our fighters then.
Good point. Good point, Leo. Good point. But again, ultimately, it's got the blame. Not the blame. I take that back. Ultimately, it has to fall on some accountability from somebody. It has to, because you cannot keep putting these promoters in this position.
No, it's not fair to anyone.
It's not fair to anybody. The fighters, the promoters, whatever. And again, they're gonna. And
now we have to have our bout sheet in 2 weeks early.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, so the bout sheet goes in 2 weeks early. Day of the fight, you have a totally different bout sheet.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I saw Claudia Keenan from not Capital Punishment, Unite Boxing. Unite Boxing. United. I saw he put a thing together. Had the bout sheets, and you have to have your passport. That's the right way to do it.
He's a good dude, man.
Is it a pain in the ass to do?
Yes,
it is a pain in the ass.
100%.
But then all that work you're doing, and then you're going to throw it away. Bullshit.
And he has like 18, 20 bouts.
Oh, he always does. He always does. And down in Harrisburg, I think they do it right too. Capital Punishment. There's a couple guys there that do it right there.
Yeah, Cameron Street.
I saw them.
Those ran good.
Those are run real good. That the bouts really. And if they say they're coming, they come.
Oh yeah,
they come.
Always.
Coach Ricky and them, they do that.
No question.
Even Chuck Falk and them, they come.
Oh yeah.
When he says he's coming, they come. But again, I think ultimately we got to have a situation here where someone has to step up and be a leader at the top, because my biggest fear at this point in with boxing is that Jamil steps away. Yeah, because
he's
a top official
for like the
top official,
the fire company, the police. He's like on a lot of boards.
No, but I'm saying like
I know.
Even the officials nationally, he's ranked number 1.
Yeah.
So that to me says what can we do? What are we gonna do? So again, real quickly, I'll give us the rundown as to your fighters that are on the show, plus when it's going to be October 26th.
October 26th at the Berwick High School. Doors open at 5.
Mm-hmm.
First bell is at 6 o'clock, and it's $40 ringside, $25 general.
Who
I hope
and the people there, the people that are going to be the big stars that you're going to have from the gym. Who are they from local areas?
Oh, Jenny Berwick, Aubrey Scavone, JJ Snyder, David Jackson. They're the big ones. Dimitri.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a great show. I hope people come out to see it.
I
know we don't have that big name yet, but I do have a little surprise.
All right.
We're gonna have a special coach that night in the corner.
Coach Diz?
Abel.
What?
Yeah.
Abel coming back.
Yep. Abel texted me.
Is he coming back permanently?
He's coming back the 22nd till the 8th or something.
Oh, he's not staying?
Not sure.
He should stay. Abel should stay. He should stay.
Yeah.
Come back. He's come back.
Not sure if he's staying. But, I'm glad he's coming.
Oh, it's always good to see Abel.
It's going to be awesome.
It's always good to see Abel.
Oh, yeah.
Always good to see Abel. Maybe we'll have some of those parties back at the Guerrero's house afterwards. Yeah, maybe I'll go. My wife lets me. I don't think she will, though. Anyway, as always, Leo, it's always good to see you.
Oh, yeah, great. I hope people come.
October 26th.
See the show. Posters will be out next week. So they'll be out, and tickets are available right now at the gym. So at Rocky Boxing.
We call it the box office. That's what they say.
That's
box
right.
office. At the box office at Rocky Boxing. So October 26th, doors open at 5. Bout starts, first bout at 6. Yep. You got a star-studded, packed show, and we hope that everyone could be there.
Yes.
So get your tickets early now. Get them on by.
Why wait in line?
Don't wait in line.
Get the ticket.
Go. Just go there. Get in line. Don't get in line.
Nardy's out there.
Nardy's there.
He's
ready to go.
It through, man. It's go time. Ticket. Go.
Let's go in. Yeah. So anyway, guys, remember October 26th, Berwick High School boxing returns.
Yes.
The Rocky Boxing Club presents. What would we call it? Fright Night at the Fights? Because it's Halloween. Yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah, Fright Night.
Fright Night. Fright Night at the Bikes.
Oh hey.
Yeah.
You know what? You bring your kid and dress up. Maybe we'll hand them out some candy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Reese's?
Yep, just came to me.
Any Reese's?
You see the light bulb?
Any Reese's?
Oh. I'll save a couple.
All right. So anyway, guys, don't remember, don't be envious of what I've accomplished in my life. Be inspired by what you can do in yours. We'll see you the 26th. Rocky Boxing, amateur boxing.